going to the phone lines. We've got Chloe on the line. Chloe, how can we help you?
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call. I recently, this year, just started with financial peace and getting my life on track. So I'm on baby step 2, my husband and I.
Good.
And I had a question. We see that we're probably going to be down to our final 2 debts in a couple of months.
All right.
And one is a really, really, really big student loan. And that's our last debt. And I wanted to find out if my student loan is more than a mortgage I have. Yes, it is. Do I still attack the student loan because the mortgage is not in baby step 2?
Okay, gotcha. Good question. And Chloe, I just want to back up here because you had a lot of reallys as you were describing that student loan. You said a really, really, really big student loan. How big is this thing?
Yes, I'm not a doctor.
I was about to ask you, are you a surgeon of some sort?
No.
How
I
big?
now know how terrible of an idea this was, but no, I am not a doctor or lawyer, and
right.
my student loans total about $123,000.
Oh, that's not a lot, Chloe.
What?
We've had $1 million. I mean, okay, let me back it up. That's a ton of money. That's 6 figures. That's huge.
Okay.
I thought you were about to drop $1 million on us or $350,000. So let me back it up, Chloe. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's not what I had in my head. It's not what I had in my head.
All right.
Okay.
Chloe, how many degrees did you get for this dollar amount?
Technically I have a bachelor's and a master's, but I started out with an associate's degree, but yeah. So.
All right. Okay. So, what's your household income?
About $200,000.
Okay. And this student loan of $123,000, what else do you owe on?
Right now we're still working baby step 2, and I have my car. That's $5,900. That's the second to the last debt. The rest is like a $1,500 credit card and an $1,800 we owe taxes for this year, and another credit card for $2,900.
Okay. You got the whole assortment here. And how much is owed on the mortgage? How much do you owe on the home?
So the mortgage is about $89,000.
Okay. All right. So in looking at this, first and foremost, got a couple things got to happen, Chloe. I'm going to have you shift your thinking, okay?
Okay.
Because right now what you're doing is you're feeling the weight of being what's called normal with the various credit cards and things. And I really want you to get super serious. How old are you, young lady?
I'm 38.
Okay. I want you to get hyper-focused. Now, I'm going to answer your question. What would you do because of the size of this? You're still going to attack the student loan debt before the mortgage, okay? Because we're talking about now consumer debt. So the credit card that you have for $1,500 is going to be the first thing you're going to attack. Actually, the taxes. Okay, that thing's going to go to the top of the list because there's penalties and interest that can accrue on it. And then you're going to work through the taxes, then the credit card, then to the car, then to the student loan. And that's the mindset you're going to have around it. Once you pay that off, then you're going to, again, you completed baby step 2. Now you're going to start to build up your emergency fund. Then you'll start to invest. Then you'll save for college, then attack the house. So the baby steps, they won't change just because of the size of the debt. That's the process, and that's the math you're going to have to follow. And psychologically, you're going to have to really decide on this. And I'm going to tell you, I want you to close these credit cards. Close them. Call them and shut them down. Don't just cut it up and send me a photo because people know how to call and get a duplicate card. Hello. I was born at night. It just wasn't last night. And so I want you to shut it down. And when you do that, that's where you go from the difference of talking about it to being about it. And that's what has to happen. Because there's going to be stupid out there lurking, waiting on you to sign up for it. Offers are going to come in the mail.
There are computers, there are algorithms designed to hack your brain and get that plastic out of your wallet.
You ever notice how you talk about things and that pops up on your computer?
Yeah, they're listening.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have said that around you.
Oh, no.
Forgot you're one of those conspiracy theory dudes. Between you and Rachel Cruz.
Not a conspiracy theory if it's true, Chris.
Okay, settle down. Settle down. But here's the thing. Doesn't matter what they do out there. We have to learn how to stand up for ourselves.
That's right.
And say no. And I'm telling you, Chloe, I want you to do that. I hear it in your voice, and you're like teetering. Like you're interested in kind of getting out of debt, and maybe it'll work out. Like that's kind of I want you to get the mindset of we're doing this. This is the direction we're going, and I'm not falling for this stuff anymore. And the difference between the two is one that will do it versus one that's going to stop at the first time you hit an impasse, the first obstacle. And it's not commitment.
Nope. And here's the deal. Chloe's got a big shovel to dig out of this hole. They
$200,000.
make $200,000 a year. They can go wild, get gazelle intense. 24 months, they could have cleared up a big chunk of this debt, all of it.
Oh, I completely agree. 24 months.
That's right.
That's two years, right? And again, people say, "Oh gosh, it sounds like forever." No, not when I know people that have had student loans hanging around for 16 plus.
Right.
And so realistically,
I've got buddies my age who are doctors and professors whose kids are going to college and they're still paying on their student loans.
Yeah, it's real.